Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning to you. It's Thursday, November 10th.
Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good morning so far. Weather a little humid, 71 degrees for now, but we are bracing for a cold front.
Big front. This is an Arctic front, is it not, Justin?
Yeah, it's going to bring in some cold air. It's all anyone can talk about, I feel like. As I've been out and about, it's been the topic of conversation, and rightfully so. I think we're all ready for it at this point. Big cold front heads our way tomorrow, brings in some colder air. In the meantime, it is going to be warm and humid today. We're seeing some cloud cover this morning. So let's first start with the temperatures. We're sitting at 72 here in San Antonio, 70s in a lot of spots here across South Texas. But you see that front up there around Amarillo. That is the leading edge of the cooler air, and it will be here again by tomorrow. Look behind this front. It is currently 10 degrees in Casper, -5 up there in northern Montana, 14 in Bismarck. So it gives you an idea of this cold air mass. KSAT 12-hour forecast today, just a small chance for rain this morning. We're up around 80 by noontime. We top out around 84. I think skies clear some. We're going to see some sun this afternoon, and it will stay fairly humid. And then tonight, temperatures still staying warm. It's not until noon tomorrow, around noon tomorrow, that I think we start to see those big changes. So tomorrow's one of those days where you got to be mindful of the fact that you can wear a t-shirt, yes, early in the day. We'll be in the 80s today, but by tomorrow afternoon, we're in the 50s. Chances of showers, chances of storms. It'll be windy, and it will feel so very different. We're going to talk more about the timing, the rain chances, how much rain we can see, all of that coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Looking at the roads with TransGuide, we had a little problem here earlier at I-35 and Division, but it looks like it cleared at this point. There's some stalled vehicles coming throughout the city, but this camera here looks pretty good at I-37 at Pecan Valley. And top stories we're following this morning: a deadly crash overnight near Loop 410 and 151. According to police, the driver appeared to have hit the curb while driving fast and went up the highway embankment, hitting a pole. The passenger in the car had to be pulled out of the burning vehicle, but died at the scene. The driver was taken to the hospital, where he later died. No other information about the two have been released yet.
Voters in District 10 are calling their councilman's statement about his involvement in a hit-and-run crash a half-baked apology. One District 10 resident who voted for Clayton Perry now has started a petition to get him fired. Luke Schulte says he has a lot of concerns about the allegations against Perry. A police report obtained by KSAT explains how the councilman was reportedly found lying in his backyard, his vehicle running, and smelling of alcohol. Councilman Perry has issued his first statement regarding the incident, saying he doesn't remember what happened.
I find it difficult to believe that he can issue a statement saying that he was involved in a car crash and hit his head, but doesn't remember anything.
Now, there could be another major development in this story today. We are going to stay on top of that. You can read the full story as we know it right now on KSAT.com. Mayor Nierenberg has said if the allegations are true, he does believe Perry should resign.
Another San Antonio City Council member facing his own controversy. Today, City Council is set to decide whether to censure and issue a vote of no confidence for District 1 Councilman Mario Bravo. Now, this comes after his angry confrontation with District 7 Councilwoman Ana Sandoval before a budget meeting in September. The mayor had previously suspended Bravo from his committee assignments. It's not clear yet if that will become a permanent move.
Now to the latest in Florida, where damage can be assessed now that there's daylight after Hurricane Nicole hit the eastern coast of the state. The
storm made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, packing heavy winds and a potentially devastating storm surge, but has now been downgraded to a tropical storm.
ABC's Josh Einiger is in Florida right now as he reports the storm surge is large and will affect most of the state throughout the day.
This morning, Nicole crashed its way onto Florida's east coast, making landfall on the tiny barrier beach called Hutchinson Island and lashing the coast with heavy rain and wind gusts topping 75 miles per hour. Up the coast, the hours of angry waves swallowed up entire backyards, endangering homes already battered by Hurricane Ian 6 weeks ago.
These homes right here barely hanging on. We do not know. Hey, Carrie, come down here and take a look at this. You can see it's just starting to crumble little by little underneath this house.
New drone video shows the beach erosion in Volusia County hours before Nicole's landfall. The storm surge expected to be up to 5 feet, jeopardizing homes and residential buildings.
It's going to be pretty catastrophic for anyone that owns a property in this stretch and really on the beach at all in Volusia County.
Local law enforcement deemed 12 condos and at least one hotel at risk of collapse. Authorities evacuated families from at least 6 of those buildings. Nicole's expected to bring hurricane conditions to most of Florida today.
I am most concerned about coastal erosion. Look right behind me, and those waves, every time they hit this bit of sand, more and more falls.
For all the drama at the coast, some of the worst impacts may be well inland, where this morning power outages have left thousands in the dark. Most trees can withstand a Category 1 storm, but Hurricane Ian saturated the soil in Florida weeks ago, leaving trees at a higher risk of falling and bringing power lines down with them.
With the benefit of daylight now, the damage assessment can take place across the Sunshine State. We do know tens of thousands of power customers woke up in the dark this morning. They will not be able to get their power back until it's safe for line crews to get out on the roads, and that won't happen until the wind dies down later this afternoon. Josh Einiger, ABC News, Jensen Beach, Florida.
And your other morning headlines, we will get you updated on the midterm ballot count in some states, and more women are running states across the country.
Plus a gun, a chicken, and an airport. How they're all connected. And another incredible chase in LA in a van, a truck, and then by foot. David Sears is here to explain all of this.
Not only those LA chases, you just can't get in a car and run from the police. You got to do a lot of other stuff before you finally get caught.
Otherwise, it won't make it on TV in LA.
That's true. They're stepping up their game, that's for sure. We'll have that for you in just a second, but first let's start with this. It is Thursday morning, and there are votes still being counted in several states after 2 days' election. Arizona and Nevada are 2 states that still have a pretty good ways to go. At last check, Nevada has counted a little less than 85% of their votes, and Arizona has counted a little more than 76%. Both those states have Senate and House seats in limbo, although it still looks like the Republicans will take the House. The Senate will be in limbo because there will be a runoff in Georgia to determine who wins the Senate seat there. The winner will decide who controls the overall Senate. Regardless of how this very tight election comes out, that race will be decided on December 6th. There are still other states counting ballots. Matter of fact, they're still counting in Alaska. Regardless of the outcome, history has been made at the local state level. There will be more women running states across the country as governors than ever before. How about 12? Maine, Alabama, Michigan, Iowa, South Dakota, Kansas, and New Mexico all won re-election Tuesday. New York Governor Kathy Hochul won her first full term. And Massachusetts and Arkansas elected new female governors. 2 races have not been decided in Arizona and Oregon. Either way, the winner will be a woman. Back in 2004, there were 9 female governors across the country. Now, once again, 12. Been a while since we had one of those stories that go, what? Yep, that is a raw chicken. That is a gun that was inside that raw chicken. That's a whole raw chicken, a handgun stuffed inside. Somebody tried to pass it through a security checkpoint at an airport. Really? TSA found the gun and the chicken at the Fort Lauderdale airport in Florida. The passenger was headed to Haiti. These pictures were posted by TSA on their Instagram page. First off, can you imagine the TSA agent seeing somebody with a raw chicken trying to send it down the conveyor belt, and then they find a gun in it? And then there's the person who actually thought they would get away with it. They laid an egg on that one, didn't they? Yeah, okay. Yeah. By the way, even if you're not arrested and you're caught with a gun at the airport, it could cost you like 14 grand.
Oh.
Yeah, that should ruffle a few feathers. More than 700 guns have been discovered at airports this year. You're supposed to put it in your checked luggage. If you want to carry a gun with you and you want to go through the airport, you're taking it on your trip, go to the TSA website and learn all the rules about packing your gun and your ammunition before you head to the airport. Maybe save yourself a lot of grief. And finally this morning, you're gonna have to stay with me on this one. Take a look at, in LA, a suspect in a white van. Cops have him cornered and he backs up, and finally rams the car and he gets away. All right, rams right into that police car. He just shoved it out of the way. All right, so then he's driving down the street, cops in pursuit, the suspect all over the place, crashes right there. You can see at one point, he had a flat tire, sparks were flying. So then he gets out of the van, runs and goes into a house. He gets into the house and tries to steal keys to a truck that's sitting in the driveway right there. And here's one of the residents of that house describing what happened when this guy ran into the house.
And out of nowhere, I seen that door open, and it never opens because no one opens it. And even has a wood for like nobody can try to open it. But once I seen someone open it, I was like, oh man, that guy got in. So my first reaction was, defense. I opened this up, I grabbed the kitchen knife, and I told him, like, man, you got to get the F out of here, bro. If you don't get out, I'm going to have to stab you. And he just kept saying, please, man, please. And I started chasing him out, like, bro, get the F out of here. Like, I kept putting pressure on him. He went through the keys. He saw the keys. He grabbed them. He opened the door, just ran out. And then I started going after him. And we had the fence closed, too. But he didn't care. He started up the truck, and he just straight took off, man.
Yeah, Andres tried to stop him, but there it goes in the truck. Now, here's the deal about the truck. Andres bought it like a month ago for his landscaping business. So he's standing there watching his job and his livelihood just drive off. Finally, the cops cornered the guy at a gas station. Unfortunately, 3 bullet holes ended up in that truck as he tried to escape again. You can see the tires just smoking, and you can see the front left tire right there just completely bent everything up. But the cops finally got him caught. Now, this is L.A. right here now. This is the kind of chase you get in L.A. None of that just drive down the highway and find
my goodness.
It's amazing no one was killed.
That's true.
Or seriously injured.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine you're just like hanging out of your house, some dude comes running in your house, wants your keys so he can continue running from the cops?
Goodness. Yep. Scary
Lucky
stuff.
he didn't get still. Lucky the guy in the house didn't pull that knife out and just start stabbing him. Yeah. He's lucky. So. Yep. But anyway.
We're going to see you back here in a minute.
Yes.
No.
Oh, producer said no.
I'm used to saying yeah. Sorry,
okay.
David.
Well, we'll see you in the newsroom.
Yeah, I see, Alex. I will see him in a minute, like at 10 o'clock.
Like over there.
Okay, right now 9:09 at 71 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
It is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and today we are speaking with a local doctor about the disease. He will explain some of the risk factors and help eliminate some myths about lung cancer. That's ahead in our next half hour. Plus,
a local nonprofit is helping veterans share their stories through music. Check it out. We're here at a recording studio on the north side where they record music. What this nonprofit means to local veterans next.
924, the Alamo Dome will be 30 years old next year, and it's getting ready to host some big events, so that means it's time for some renovations.
RJ Marcus talks about the Alamo Dome's future and why city officials say the building is showing no signs of business slowing down.
2022 is looking to be a banner year for the Alamo Dome. From roaring concerts to high-energy sporting events, the Alamo Dome is in the middle of a record-setting stretch.
$27 million in gross revenues over the last 3 months. And you talk about Def Leppard, Rammstein, Elton John, Bad Bunny, which set all kinds of records for the facility.
With more on the horizon, the Alamo Dome is set to undergo another round of renovations next year.
18 new suites coming into the Alamo Dome as part of a $23 million capital improvements designation for next year.
The new suites will be built on the south end, and the existing 52 suites will be upgraded as well.
Where we can kind of expand to have 2 suites in a row, those kind of things. The concessions are going to be more spacious. Point of sale will be much easier.
The $23 million comes from next year's city budget and will be paid with the hotel and occupancy tax. The club level corridors and all restrooms will also be improved.
And then as we look at the long haul, the city approved $109 million in long-term capital projects.
And the long haul includes another men's Final Four in 2025. The NCAA requires at least 70 suites to host the men's Final Four, and city officials feel this investment means not dropping the ball with this signature event.
San Antonio has been a great host. It's got a facility, it's got the walkable downtown, it's got all the different dynamics that go into hosting these tremendous events.
And a recent state filing shows that renovations are expected to begin here by June and wrap up by January of 2024. And this all coincides with the Alamo Dome's 30th anniversary celebration. RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Can't wait to see the finished product.
I know, much needed now.
926, 72 degrees. There's more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including our Q&A with a local doctor about the importance of Lung Cancer Awareness Month. That's coming up after the break.
And it's still there, 281 north at Airport. We've got a minor accident that's caused big backups. Again, northbound 281 approaching the Loop 410 area. We'll be back.